A lot of people ask why they keep seeing repeating numbers everywhere, right? Or certain specific numbers, but I'll explain that right now. Now, there's 1,440 minutes in the day, and the calendar system we have is completely curated, which I'll get into another video. That's not important right now. There are 1,440 minutes in the day, just like digital order. Again, gets into how the calendar system was created, but so each minute of the day is pretty important. Now, another thing is people, ask again the repeating numbers. Now, if you see 911, that's a relation to a certain spirit like Apollyon or Abaddon. But I wanted to touch on Death's numerology actually. Now, if you see the number 118 or 213 anywhere, there's a reason for that. Hold on. So, Death. You turn on the Latin cipher, and you turn on the Satanic cipher. Hold on. And you get both of these numbers, 118 and 213. Now, if you haven't seen the movies Final Destination, you definitely should see those movies because they have a lot to relate to this Death energy. Again, you're wondering, what does this have to do with the numbers I keep seeing? Well, again, every time you see a specific number, it relates to a specific spirit, which you're going to encounter in your life, that will help you on your way. And you're like, well, I don't understand the witchcraft. I don't understand the gematria. Well, that's the problem. You don't understand it, but everyone else does. Everyone who's at the height of society, they do understand this stuff, and they do know this is real. But again, if you haven't seen the Final Destination movies, go back and watch them now. And those movies, they make tons of references to Flight 180, the number 180. And again, there's a reason for that. Hora de Hora is 180 in Latin. But yeah, when you see the number 213 or 118 anywhere, it's Death's energy. Now, I wouldn't be afraid of Death. Like, I wouldn't go hide in a corner or anything because it doesn't work like that. It's about the witchcraft. It's about like I said, the numerology, the signs and symbols. And again, the movie's Final Destination describes Death as a force, but I just wanted to touch on why you see repeating numbers. It's because you got spirits following you, and they want to tell you something, and I can explain that later on. But again, just touching up on these numbers, just an example, like I said, with Death. And now, the thing about Death is made up of, Gabney as well, and also Death is made up of Santa Muerte. If you've heard any of these names before, if not, then don't worry about it. And then Death, only answers to the Spider Queen of the Void. Again, I recommend, exploring this path. I don't want people to, run away in fear. Because this is how I learned all this stuff that I know. But yeah, that just answers your question on why you see repeating numbers everywhere. Is just explore this witchcraft, explore the resources I've given you. This Satania channel, it has a lot of good information, and a lot of good summoning chants. And again, like I said, witchcraft is very real. Don't be fooled by the TV who convinces you of supposed science, and all this other BS. This is what's real. Witchcraft and these spirits, they're very real. Fallen angels, whatever you want to call them. Just don't fool yourself. Don't believe everything you hear in the school system that you heard growing up. Reality is completely different than that. And again, I'll make more videos on this. This was just a quick 5-minute video that I just came up with on the whim. And I guess you can hear me if you want to, or you can ignore me. But I have to post this video somewhere, so.